walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been...
Hello, everybody, folks, and welcome aboard. You have joined us for what is a big night at the CBS Arena as we bring you the watch along for Coventry as they take on Middlesbrough live in the EFL Championship. If you do watch us on the replay, then please do make sure you're leaving a like on the stream, hit that subscribe if you are new. And thank you very much indeed, folks. Everybody's joining us here today. Kick off on the way for you at 8 o'clock in the EFL Championship for what is probably going to be the last proper meeting between these two, you suspect, in the EFL Championship, because you are looking at an arena and two teams who are probably going to be in the Premier League next year, because these two are in a title race in the EFL Championship, and we will talk about it in a little bit more depth shortly. But I can see that there is somebody in Twitch getting a little bit giddy about the Emirates FA Cup, even though I I'm not doing it. Macclesfield are taking on Brentford tonight in the Emirates FA Cup, and there has been an Emirates FA Cup draw, and Dragon is very, very excited because Arsenal have drawn a Mansfield away. Should be a nice, comfortable one. Yeah, I might do if I can get a ticket. I mean, it's probably only going to be a 15,000. I don't know how big of a ground is it? I don't even know what it's called. Let's see. Mansfield Town FC. Stadium. Field Mill, and it has a capacity of 10,000. So it's practically Bournemouth's ground. You built a new stand, have you? Yeah, it looks like you've only got 3 stands on the pictures that I'm seeing. Or maybe a little one. Yeah, Google's saying 10K, 10,022, which is 5 seats bigger than Bournemouth's ground, I think. Anyways, yeah, I tell you what, we'll quickly do the FA Cup draw now for you, because I know that people are getting a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So FA Cup fifth round draw. Includes ties of Fulham, Southampton, Port Vale or Bristol City, and Port Vale or Bristol City against Sunderland, Newcastle against Manchester City, Leeds against Leeds against Norwich City rather, Mansfield Arsenal, Wolves Liverpool, Wrexham Chelsea, and West Ham at home to Macclesfield or Brentford. So those are the Emirates FA Cup fifth round ties, and the draw was made about 6:30 this evening on TNT Sports. But we move into the focus of the EFL Championship, where there is a title race between these two teams, and we're going to get into the full depths of it for you right now via SofaScore. Let's have a look at the EFL Championship table and a quick check on the team news as well. This is Coventry against Borough, and like I said, probably the last time that these two will get to play a game head-to-head for a while in the Championship, as one, two, or both will most certainly be in the Premier League next season. Hopefully both. And currently it is Middlesbrough who have the upper hand, because Coventry have been out of form recently. Borough have hit form and have gone 2 points clear of Coventry. A win at the CBS Arena today for Coventry would move them away from Millwall, who are just within 3 points of Coventry at the minute. And it would move them actually to 62 points. And that would also be a point above Borough and back to the top of the EFL Championship table for Middlesbrough. They can move 5 points clear of Coventry with a win at the CBS Arena today. That would put them on to 64 points. And it would be 5 points clear once again. Just a quick look at the bottom of the EFL Championship table, where Leicester have entered the relegation zone after, I believe, a points deduction, actually, they've had. They're on 32 points. They are a point behind Portsmouth, and they are in the relegation zone with Oxford United and Sheffield Wednesday. As for Sheffield United, on the other hand, they are starting to pull away good and proper, and the top 6 includes Preston North End, Hull City, Ipswich Town, and Millwall, before the top 2 of Coventry and Middlesbrough. Nathan Clark is in the house. How you doing? Hazard's here. Yes, goal alerts most certainly will come from Realltom Football, keeping you an eye on Macclesfield against Brentford, which I am actually watching right now before we do get underway at the CBS. And yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. The FA Cup draw, I'm happy with Mansfield. Interesting one. Yeah, I mean, I did say I wanted to go to Carrow Road, but we'll take Mansfield. Oh, well. Anyways, let's have a look at today's teams for you. Where in goal for Coventry, it is Carl Rushworth playing in goal. Back 4 sees Milan Van Egwick, Bobby Thomas, Joel Latibudir, and Josh Da Silva, who is a former Brentford player, in that back four behind the midfield, which is split into 2 parts. Defensive 2 of another former Brentford player in Frank Onyeka, I believe. Yeah. Captain Matt Grimes joins him in that defensive midfield 2 partnership. And then Sakamoto is in the midfield, the main midfield, alongside Rudoni. That's Jack Rudoni and Ephraim Mason Clark. And then Haji Wright is the striker of choice on the bench for Coventry City. And Frank Lampard, Ben Wilson, Jake Bidwell, Liam Kitching, Luke Orphandon, Romain Essa, Josh Eccles, Victor Torp, Ellis Sims, and Genoa Markello. Then for Middlesbrough, who are top of the EFL Championship and will look to get the 3 points to move further clear, it is Solomon Bryn in goal for them, a back 4 of Luke Ayling, Callum Britton, Adilson Malanda, and Matt Target, the former Villa player, in the back 4 behind the midfield 4 of Riley McGree, Hayden Hackney, Aidan Morris, and Alan Brown. Then the front 2 is Tommy Conway and Morgan Whittaker, and on the bench for Middlesbrough and Kim Helberg. Yes, he's the new coach. Joe Wildsmith, former Derby County goalkeeper, Finley Munro, Dale Fry, Sonjan Mahanson, Jeremy Sarmiento, Alexander Gilbert, David Strelick. Strelick, yes, I do remember your name. And Cruz Iba and Mamadou Kali Sene. Players who are out for injuries and suspensions are George Edmondson, Alex Bangura, Alfie Jones, Dara Lenihan, and Leo Castledine for Middlesbrough, and for Coventry, suspension for Brandon Thomas Asante and Oliver Dobin out with an unspecified injury. So is this then the clash, folks, of the next 2 Premier League sides to come up via the automatic spots? Surely one of these 2 sides will win the championship title, and surely it will be both of these 2 teams, along with one of Hull, Millwall, Preston, or somebody else coming up via the playoffs. And yeah, so the current top 6, Millwall, Ipswich, Hull, Derby, not Preston. Okay. Well, I would go out of those 4 teams, I would go for a Hull Ipswich playoff final, and I would say Hull would win it. And I would say that still Middlesbrough and Coventry come up automatically. Yes, indeed. But it's important, obviously, to those sets of fan bases. And of course, it was important to everybody when it happened. But I mean, it's a bit out of the spotlight now, you have to say. Okay, a couple of minutes to go until kickoff at the CBS Arena, which, like I say, probably will be one of two new, rather nice-looking grounds joining the Premier League next year. But just a quick reminder that tomorrow, Benfica against Real Madrid in the Champions League on Prime will be the game that we're going to be covering for you tomorrow before Hazard and Flicks take over, as I am at Molineux in attendance for Arsenal's trip to Wolves. Okie dokie then. Let's turn off Macclesfield Brentford and let's get Sky Sports. Yes, finally, Sky Sports. How long has it been, Hazard? Nearly a week since I've watched Sky Sports. But hey, Sky Sports back up the running for you. And Sky Sports main event or Sky Sports football if you want to watch Coventry against Borough. Just a reminder for anybody who wants to watch Milano Cortina, TNT Sports 4, TNT Sports 2 and TNT Sports 3, along with the BBC channels, are covering Milano Cortina for you. There you go. And if you do want to watch the Macclesfield Brentford game, that's on TNT Sports 1. Thank you for telling me you connected twice. Okay. So huge game. And I've just heard Joby McEnroe, whatever his name is, Joby McEnroe, I think it is, say something about it's only 3 points, but I think that you are looking at potentially two sides who are going to come up for the Premier League and make a huge difference. The CBS has got the old fire torches out, and it sure does look under the lights like an arena well fit for the Premier League, actually. Wow. Yeah, I have Arsenal betting somewhere. Okay, goal alerts will be available. I'm going to put those on right now for Macclesfield Brentford. But yeah, like I say, this is a huge game. Oh, I'll pass on that, thank you. Maybe some Coventry and Middlesbrough betting just to pull these two teams over the line. Because as much as, yes, I know Coventry and Borough fans are going to be thinking more or less about who's going to win the title. But Premier League fans, I think you're looking at it and you want both of them to come up. So, you know what I mean? It's the first time that I can say that I want both of the Championship top two up, not just one. Like, I don't just want one. I want both. So yeah, that's the way it is for me. I want both of them. So yeah, and that's what I mean. Yeah, it's weird, but yeah, me as a Premier League fan, I do take excitement out of things like this. This is kind of where you get your excitement from, really, just looking down at the Championship and see and you know, trying to get the teams you want up. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, maybe. To be fair, I would be appreciative of Hull as well through the playoffs. Maybe, don't know. One thing is for sure is that it'd be nice to see Big Frank back in the Prem. Well, a win against Middlesbrough on this Monday evening would help to that cause humongously. But again, both of these two teams do look destined for me now. I know Coventry have hit a bit of bad form, but I think they'll find it. I think they'll both find a way. Millwall, they're catching up, and they've been there. But these, in my opinion, are the two teams. You passed TNT tonight. As in, you passed their van, or... So a nice atmosphere ahead of the game from the Coventry fans. And these are two teams competing for a title. Only one can win the title, but both, if they want to, can come up to the Premier League, sitting in the spots that they are. And we're off at the CBS Arena. And I am going to put the team sheets on my side screen only on the basis that I agree. It's been a lot. But yes, only because I am a little bit less familiar with the Coventry team at the minute, as opposed to the Middlesbrough team. I do know more of the Middlesbrough players than the Coventry players. So yeah, just a bit of a reference point. But there are some big names in the Middlesbrough team, really. When you think about it, you've got the likes of former Leeds man and former Villa man, Luke Ayling, and you've got Matt Target in there. Then obviously you've got Morgan Whittaker and Tommy Conway, the two strikers. You're not wrong, commentator, about it being an incredible league. And again, does it matter for me who wins the title between these two? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. Like I say, the only thing that matters for me watching these two teams today is, oh my word, Haji Wright's hit the inside of the post. Oh, just a little bit too much from Mason Clark from De Silva. I mean, what a tone setter for the game. What a cross. And the header from Haji Wright hits the post. Oh. That's just set the tone for the game. It's what we want. We want it to be end-to-end. We want to see these two proper battle it out. Well, there's a stat that's come up on Sky. Goals by tonight's starting 11s of each team. Coventry's starting 11 has scored just 2 goals. And Middlesbrough has scored 12. I mean, look, we know that Middlesbrough are most certainly the more informed side at the minute. Obviously, because they were miles behind Coventry and they've come up and they've obviously right now taken the top spot. They're 2 points above. But I think when these two comes head to head, it's just a case of forget the stats, forget all that. I think it's more about just who wants it, really. Obviously, Coventry have got home advantage, but means nothing. Here's a chance. McGree. Haven't cleared it properly, Coventry. Whittaker knocks it back and works out wide to Callum Britton. Hayden Hackney. Britton. Now on to Morris. Hackney. Ayling. Target onto Morris. And Callum Britton once again. Hayden Hackney. Morgan Whittaker. Whittaker takes on the shot and blazed over the bar. A good spell by Middlesbrough. After that Coventry near that very, very close one from Coventry. Good phase by Middlesbrough. Yeah, we want this game to be end-to-end, don't we? You know, tonight, I just want to see, like I say, almost just a thrilling showdown between these two teams. But again, like I say, I think and want both of these two up in the Premier League. I don't think that it'll be a case of only one comes up. I would think that both will end up coming up, and that's exactly what I want. I do think as well, personally, having these two up next year in the big league will make a huge difference if we lose West Ham and Wolves as well as Burnley. I mean, look, Burnley, to be fair, I don't mind them being in the Prem. I've experienced Turf Moor for myself, and I think that it's a nice ground. I don't really have a problem with Burnley being in this league. Same goes to Wolves, really. But again, I mean, Fraser, you are watching the two teams, right? That are probably going to make a huge difference to the Premier League tonight. But, oh, yeah, well, we've got Mansfield. They'll chuck us on a Monday night, I bet. I might do, yeah. I might do. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was more hoping for a trip to Carrow Road, but that's what I wanted. To be fair, I'm not gonna lie to you. I said it yesterday. That's what I had my eyes on, Carrow Road, but. I mean, obviously, had Hull not gone out against Chelsea, I would have had my eyes on that as well. But no, I've been to Carrow Road before, and I know for a fact it's a good ground. Ish, yeah. How are you doing, Kate Jonathan? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Kate and Jonathan, we are looking tonight at probably the two teams who are going to, I think, change the Premier League in a good way next year. I think that these two, as the replacements for Wolves and West Ham, are going to make a huge difference. Well, normally I would do Macclesfield, but as much as that's a huge thing in the FA Cup, this is big for the Premier League because, like I say, I don't think people realise how much of an impact, in a good way, I think, that these two teams being in the Premier League next year, I agree with you, by the way, will have. I think it's going to have a really positive effect. Wolves and West Ham down, and these two up. It's going to have a. And Middlesbrough being back in the Premier League will have a huge impact on the North East. Newcastle and Sunderland, with Middlesbrough and potentially Hull as well. It will just be huge for the North East as well. And I think to have all four of those big North East clubs really in the Premier League would be fantastic. Sorry, all five even, I think. Five? Four? Four. Yeah, four. 5, 4. 5, 4. And 3. Do you not consider Hull to be in the North East? I'm not sure what to think about the CBS, actually. I mean, I don't know. Will it be a good away day? I'm going to do the CBS next year. Without a doubt, I will visit the promoted clubs next year. Okay. So technically not then, but I think Hull would be a nice addition as well. Hull have got, in my opinion, quite a nice looking ground actually in the MKM Stadium. Obviously, Middlesbrough will be doing the I mean, it is considered the UK's cheapest city to live in, Hull. I wouldn't say it's nice. I can't see a benefit for the Premier League with Wrexham. And for me, you've got to wait until they upgrade their stadium, really. I don't think Wrexham's ground is sufficient for the Premier League yet. No, I do think that Coventry, Borough, Hull would be the best 3 to come up. It would be really nice if we could say Birmingham. I would like Birmingham to come up, with all truths be said. I think St Andrews would be a fantastic away day for Premier League club for Premier League fans. Derby County are up in the top 6 as well, so they can come up. However, I'm not gonna sit there and say that I want Derby County to come up. They're in the top 6, but I would not be keen. And also, if they were to come up, it might cause some issues in the East Midlands with Nottingham Forest. Preston, I can't see it. They are there. I can't see it. But I think if they did, I think actually deep down would be all right away day as well. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you have to think, can Preston do it? I don't think they can right now. They're there. They're hanging around there, but I don't know if they can do it. If they can do it, and they do get up, great away day. What? Of which club? What? Of Arsenal? I mean, they started the season so badly. That's the trouble you've got. I mean, okay, they are only 6 points adrift of Derby and Preston, who are the 6 and 7, but I just think it's a long way off for Sheffield United. And I would, like I say, be more banging the baton for. If I had to pick one outside the top 7 to be in that top 6 and have a chance of coming up, I would go for Birmingham City. Personally, I would go for Birmingham City. If I had to pick one between 10th and 7th right now, well, yeah, I would pick Brum. Coventry and Birmingham and Villa as well. I mean, look, in that sense, if you were to get Brum up as well by some miracle, I have to say it's a long shot, but Brum would be who I'd have my eyes on if I had to pick outside the top 7. Or Southampton, because I think that whilst they aren't very good in the Premier League anymore, I still think St Mary's is a good away day. But yeah, I can totally see it with Birmingham as well in the next couple of years. If they can start consistently challenging to get up to the Premier League, then they will come. And they are planning to build a rather... I mean, they've got an ambitious stadium plan, haven't they? The plan is to build a new ground as well, which will only really be destined for one place. We're just going to have to keep letting it unfold, and hopefully we get what we want, like I say. A good playoff final would be nice as well. You know, not Southampton and Southampton and who was it? So Southampton won. Was it Leeds? We want to see 2 underdogs, really, in that sense, like a Derby, like a Hull in the playoff final. We want. I'm kind of disregarding Millwall at the minute, but yeah, I mean, they are there. I don't really want a London club coming up, especially if we get rid of one. Thank you for that update. Yes, I've had the update as well. Macclesfield 0, Brentford 0. That game half an hour in front of this one. CR7. I don't need to explain it. CR7. I will never say Messi. I don't rate Messi. Tommy Conway has scored 3 in the last 4. And he is currently down for Middlesbrough. Tomorrow we are watching quite an interesting game, and it has got one of the world's best strikers in it, in Kylian Mbappe with Real Madrid, going away to Benfica. To be fair, I would say Victor Gyökeres. I would say Victor Gyökeres because I think that he is a good striker and he's starting to come good. Sakamoto, potential problems for Middlesbrough. A goal at the CBS Arena, big one. Created by Sakamoto, and Coventry have the lead against Borough. And Haji Wright got the final touch. This season Erling Haaland, but next year Victor Gyökeres will win the debate. Next season Gyökeres will be a lot more settled in an Arsenal shirt. I agree. I do agree. Well, what a moment in this EFL Championship title race. These two teams are within barely an inch of each other. And Coventry, as things stand, on 62 points, 1 point above Middlesbrough with this lead. Odegaard. Without doubt, Odegaard. That is the one that I'm saying you sell him immediately. Odegaard. Simply the worst captain in football. I can't bring myself to say Kai Havertz, even though he's not going to get many starts because, well, no, I can't. I can't do it. Not after that Carabao Cup semi-final, I can't. No, Odegaard's shit, mate. He's the worst captain in the history of football. Who would I would swap lives with Micah Richards. That's what I would, because I would just enjoy being in front of the sky and all that lot. Game analysis. Yeah. Well, Hayden Hackney chance. Today's match, I would call for it, actually, yeah. I mean, like I say, I would feel cruel after that moment saying Havertz at the minute. Yeah, Jesus. Sorry. Yeah, it's hard because they've both come back from injury and done all right. But Gyökeres is the striker, simple as can be. Let's see who plays at Wolves on Wednesday, eh? I mean, look, Macclesfield, the motivation really for them is the financial benefit of going to West Ham. That's got to be the motivation for them, really. Save it for another day. Anthony Gordon, Saka's nicking a living. Right now, Anthony Gordon. Saka. I like him, but his performances just aren't there. No. Not really. Oh, I have got something funny for you, though. My most hated referee, Chris Kavanagh, has been suspended for failing to give Newcastle 3 penalties, I believe it was, against Villa. I'm happy with that. Yes, for those of you who don't know, I hate Chris Kavanagh. I hate Chris Kavanagh. By the way, the Premier League's top referee this is as well. Like, this season, he is the Premier League's top ref, really. So, there you go. That's why you have VAR. I mean, I'm not being funny. You should have VAR in any ground that's equipped with it. I mean, look, yeah, it only makes me smile, really, that does. I'm not going to, like, yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. Mason Clark, bit of space on the left. Mason Clark, wide. I think that the execution's poor. From Mason Clark. He's got that space down the left-hand side. He should be doing... The execution for me is just poor. Within half an hour, being 2-0 up. Huge. Oh, piss off, emails. There he is, Big Frank. Bounces comfortably through there to Brint. Middlesbrough struggling to get much of the ball at the minute. Ball down the line again. Too heavy for Mason Clark. Read your man. It's tough. I mean, because it's tough to kind of sit here and say, look, just let Saka go. But because obviously he's Hale End and he was a huge talent back in the day. But maybe it's the best thing, yeah. Problem is, then you're stuck with Madueke all the time. Do you know what I mean? And I do think Madueke is a good player, but he's inconsistent. Same with Eze. Good player, but inconsistent. Oh, yeah, I did say that. I did say Gordon. Luke Haling's hit the deck here. Just put his boot back on. Any updates from the Macclesfield game? Nope. Well, we wouldn't mind if we had penalty shootout there, would we? That game, if it goes to extra time, will be directly level with this one. The ref, I can't find it. I'm just having a scroll. I can't see it. It's a foul by Alan Brown on Sakamoto. Free kick, Coventry. Floated. It's going to have to be chased. Kept in by Sakamoto. Lays it off on the overlap. Free kick given. Foul by Matt Target on Sakamoto. Bit of a tricky figure. Sakamoto, it appears. And a free kick given away by Matt Target. Flat one in and cleared straight away by Tommy Conway for a corner. No messing about by Tommy Conway. For Middlesbrough. Packed box. More red than blue, really, but not on the zoomed out angle. Bit too high, yeah, a bit too high indeed. Was too high for everybody. Had no dip, really. Middlesbrough on the ropes going into half-time. But these are the Championship's top two, and whilst Millwall are in close proximity, I do think that these two will remain in the top two come the final day. And it is probably going to go down to the final day, this title race, I would say. Ball over the top, and Haji Wright will give chase, but no problems for Brint in the Middlesbrough goal. James has put a 3-1 prediction down for this game. Well, we'll see. There is a midweek Super 6, and Wolves Arsenal is included in it. And I'll tell you the predictions. Predictions are Benfica 3, Real Madrid 2. Monaco 1, PSG 3. Dortmund 2, Atalanta 0. Quarabara 0, Newcastle 2. Club Brugge 1, Atletico Madrid 2. And Wolves Arsenal 2. Britain. Oh, Whittaker coming in on that target cross. I look at this FA Cup draw, you know. I'm just seeing it on Facebook. I am a bit. Could have had. I would have taken Newcastle away. Ball, oh, good defending. Bobby Thomas has got a problem. Or could be a chance here for Mason Clark. Defending. Mark Goldbridge, this thing's calling out. A weekend for a trophy. No one takes seriously anymore. Too many games, and the vast majority feel in weakened teams. Search your heart. FA Cup is dead. I mean, I do prefer the Carabao Cup, but a bit harsh by Mark. And yeah, I'm just looking at the article now as well. Chronicle Newcastle, with the article about Chris Kavanagh. Oh, I had a go. Callum Brisson slashes his shot. 2 minutes to go before the break. Well, a couple of days now, and I'm going to be out and about once again. The old Moon Weatherspoons and Wolverhampton. And maybe next year it will be Coventry, our Weatherspoons in Coventry in the CBS Arena. Coventry can actually be a full day out as well, because the city has got a water park. Probably the only attraction there, but has got a. About to hit the 45-minute mark. There's going to be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time at the end of the first half. 2 minutes in added time. Middlesbrough trying to get up the pitch before the break. Can they do it? The Silvers foul. Free kick. Are we going to get a added time twist? One in which being a Middlesbrough equaliser at the CBS Arena. Whittaker's ball, the flick wasn't great. Has gone out for the throw. Will be Borough's throw. Got a man down, Coventry. And the referee's stopping the game, holding his face. Can't imagine the Borough fans are too happy about it, but gets an arm in the face from Aidan Morris, that's what it is. Well, so far, so good for Big Frank. The question is, can this, if it is to be the result, Coventry, can it propel Coventry back into good form? They need it if they're going to win the title. And anyway, these two sides need to stay in good form, really, because obviously you've still got to put points on the board. You've still got to keep yourselves away from the prying guys of a Millwall or anybody in the top 6, because you want to be in that top 2 and you want to have a bit of a buffer. Most certainly when, as well, you're a Premier League fan and you want both of these two clubs to come up to the Prem. Not sure how much longer we're going to have because we're over the 2 minutes and there was a stoppage. Morgan Whittaker out of play, and that's the half-time whistle. Well, so far, so good for Coventry at the CBS Arena. Borough are the team in form, but Coventry have the lead, and it's all thanks to the opening goal, which came from their striker, Haji Wright. The half-time score, Coventry 1, Borough 0. big 45 minutes ahead then in the second half between these two sides. And like I say, you have to look at the table and you have to just make sure that there is an understanding. I mean, there's a 5-point gap between Millwall and Borough. And as things stand, a 6-point gap between Coventry and Millwall. With that, like I say, these two sides, I mean, obviously they're both fighting for the title. Again, though, the onus is on them both to stay in form and keep picking up points, just to make sure that they keep away from Borough, from Millwall and Ipswich, anybody. They've got to keep away from the prying eyes, really. Because in the Championship, the title race is different to the Premier League, because obviously when you're in an EFL league, the top two are the two that go up, at least in the Championship anyway. And so second place means something. And so, yeah, Mr. B. Harry is joining us. Welcome aboard to you. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Now, I'm sure that these two will do it, but you have to look at the form guides. And yeah, Coventry losing the last two before losing 2 of the last 3, having a draw. Yeah. The difference between these two sides, though, if you are wanting to look at it all in depth, is that Borough have conceded only 30 goals. Coventry have conceded 35. But then Borough have scored 49 goals. Coventry have scored 63. I mean, let's have a look at the next couple of games for both of the two teams, because okay, let's have a look at Coventry's next 5 games. So yeah, West Brom at lunchtime on Saturday. Then the 2 away games coming up for Coventry. 2 difficult away games, you have to say. Sheffield United and West Bromwich Albion. And they're not going to be easy for Coventry. Then it's Stoke at the CBS. And then Bristol away. And the last game is away to Watford for them. And for Middlesbrough, well, they're in form at the minute. Obviously, with the first loss in quite a while, if they are to lose today. But after this, they've got 2 home games at the Riverside against Oxford and Leicester. 2 games they should win. So that's 6 points. Yes, this is on ITV4. I forgot to put that on the... Sorry. Pringles. All right. Just listening to the pundits as they talk about this match. Well, let's talk about the Premier League weekend ahead, because obviously Wolves away is the next game for Arsenal. I'm in attendance for it, but huge North London derby at the weekend. Mansfield, yes. Not my favourite. I don't think I'm... Yeah, I wasn't particularly keen. But I mean, if you're asking me, I would have wanted to see Hull away, personally. That's what I was looking at more than anything, really. But obviously, they got knocked out, so... I did openly say ahead of that tie, Hull-Chelsea, I was jealous of it as an Arsenal fan. I mean, yes, it's a League One side again. You know what I mean? Not too difficult opposition, but yeah, don't know. Should be interesting, though. Oh, dear. Not good. Yeah, own goal by Sam. 20 minutes for Macclesfield to rescue themselves. To be fair, Brentford have dominated the game, really. Particularly second half. And they score on a high attacking phase. I mean, they spent nearly the whole of the second half up to the point of the goal attacking. Yep, Super 6 is starting tomorrow. Predictions are as follows by me. Benfica 3, Real Madrid 2. Monaco 1, PSG 3. Borussia Dortmund 2, Atlanta 0. Qarabag 0, Newcastle 2. Club Brugge 1, Atletico Madrid 2. And Wolves still Arsenal 2. Predictions by Jamie Carragher are as follows. 1-1 for the Benfica Real Madrid game. 3-1, same as me for PSG's game. Same as me, 2-0 for Borussia Dortmund, Atlanta, and Qarabag, Newcastle. Yeah, quite a few samey predictions by me and Jamie this week. But there are two games where I might be able to get some differentiation. Well, the good news is that my throat today has finally had one of those days where it's nice and feeling better. You might have noticed I'm feeling a bit better today. But it's still a bit stuffy up here, but much better down there. Nearly time for the second half then between these two. Referee on Wednesday, rather, at Molineux is going to be Paul Tierney. Lovely jubblies. Here we go then, second half for this title game between Coventry and Middlesbrough. One of these two are going to win the championship title, and hopefully both of them coming up to the Premier League next season. And so far, Haji Wright's goal is the difference between the two teams. But this could be a huge night. And hopefully a huge second half with some more goals. The second half is nearly upon us. And our teams are just about to come out of the tunnel, ready for the second half. Humongous. They both should be on their way. But who is going to win the championship title? Well, this second half could be decisive. We want them both up, don't we, though, really? We want both up. We can have both up. So here we go, then. And Middlesbrough get us underway. By the way, CBS Arena is short for Coventry Building Society Arena, not CBS as in CBS Sports. Oh! Early chance, early header by Morgan Whittaker just off target. Straight away, first attack the game for Borough second half. Nearly leads to a goal, skims the roof of the net by Morgan Whittaker, but the wrong side of the roof of the net. Target with the interception. They had 8 shots on target in the first half against Sheffield United. They've had none in this game, first half, but can they change that? Hayden Hackney. Hayden Morris. Now Tommy Conway. To that target. Malanda onto Luke Ayling. Target. It's tackled by Sakamoto. It's been given as a foul. I think he won the ball, Sakamoto. I think it was a follow through. Let's have a look at the replay. It was a bit of an awkward one, really. They're both impaled. Sakamoto's been booked. I think he gets to the ball and probably just slips and catches target on the top of his foot. No, it's an accident. It's not a yellow card. It's harsh by the referee, who is actually Premier League referee, Thomas Bramwell, I think it is. But when you've got 2 sides destined for the Premier League, you need a Premier League referee, right? Here's Whittaker. Ooh. Luke Ayling. Forward ball. It was a Middlesbrough headed touch, but can't keep the ball. It's certainly a struggle for either side to get the ball. Hayden Hackney. Ayling. Tackle. Yeah, they keep making a tackle and stealing the ball, Coventry, but they can't keep it. Borough do want to win it back straight away. Alan Brown. Hayden Hackney. Now Morris. Tackle by Mason Clark. From Mason Clark. Show me a replay of Morris on Grimes. Whittaker's forward ball, not the best. Got to be a better delivery of the free kick. Target wins his header. Flicked on. Callum Britton for Middlesbrough slides it through, ball across, and gobbled up by goalkeeper Rushworth. Could there be a quick break for Coventry on the counter? Sakamoto. Hunted down. Good tackle, Morris. And back by Grimes, though. And it looks like it's almost over at the leasing.com stadium. Macclesfield 0, Brentford 1 in the Emirates FA Cup. The fairy tale is coming to an end. Unless Middlesbrough have started well second half. Morris. On to Alan Brown. Morris. Ayling. Spread nicely from that target. Cute little inside ball. Tommy Conway under pressure. Gets it to Morris. Back to Morris. Brown. Target. Target. Oh, nice. Oh, it could have been. Was cleared away. And Ayling did well there to stop Haji Wright getting free. And Coventry aren't finding a way out of the minute. It's all Borough at the CBS Arena. Good forward run by Hayden Hackney. And there's a layoff. Edge of the box. Tight. And there's the shots. Need a bit more power on the turn. From Hayden Hackney. Yeah, there are bodies back for Coventry, but they're struggling to get out. Borough having a good phase. Just on the turn there, Hayden Hackney couldn't really get the power. And Haji Wright on the counter against the run of play. 2-0 Coventry. Well, what a turn that is. Barely had a sniff in the second half. Borough have dominated it. But Coventry go 2-up. Well, what a counter-attack. Didn't see too much of it. But what a ball for Haji Wright. First time finish. Goalkeeper to striker. And he just shrugs off Luke Ayling. And it's great composure on the counter-attack. And not 30 seconds ago, will Coventry not be able to get out of their own half. All of a sudden, from Middlesbrough nearly getting it to 1-1, it's 2-0 Coventry, and that's how quickly a game can turn. Only a point will separate them. But this is looking like a big 3 points for Coventry unless Borough can get back into it. That is a free kick, as much as Haji Wright wants to get forward quickly. Haji Wright is on a hat-trick as well. It's going to be a front. It's going to be a front. Whittaker. That's a nice spin away. Have they got the out ball to get it at the pitch? No. Picked off by Hayden Hackney. And the onus is on Borough to get a quick response now because they're 2 down. Well, that's a mistake. And wrong side. Could Alan Brown get a shot away? Not quite. Try to fire the ball across. Good defending back there. And in the end, free kick given to Coventry. It's definitely going to be frustrating for Borough. Finding themselves 2 down when they were dominating this start of the second half. But you get hit on the counter-attack, and that's a proper striker's goal by Haji Wright. It's a proper ball by the goalkeeper, Rushworth. And quite frankly, when you're under pressure, well, this is what champions do. But there's still 32 minutes for Borough to make strange. But Strellick has come on to replace Morgan Whittaker, and Jeremy Sarmiento has come on to replace Alan Brown. So double change for Borough at the CBS Arena. 2-0 down. Well, can David Strellick be the difference as he replaces Tommy Conway for Middlesbrough? They do need at least a goal back. And yeah, lots of the ball for Borough second half, lots of domination. But we've seen from Coventry the example of a perfect counter-attack. What a ball by Hayden Hackney. There's space. It could be inventive. Should have been more inventive. Good defending, though. Good blocking. To deny the Callum Britton cross from causing danger. Britton. Loose in the end and intercepted. Cleared up the pitch. Knocked down by Haji Wright. Ooh, tried the 1-2. Still could be a chance here. Is that going to stay in? Yes, it is. Could be dangerous. And Coventry could settle it with a third goal. Haji Wright was in the middle, but cleared away. And he'll be sniffing out for a hat-trick. That's going to run through to Bryn, surely. Yeah, it is. Luke Ayling for Middlesbrough. Trying to show some urgency in Middlesbrough. Trying to find that perfect ball. A goal back in the next 10 minutes will be pivotal. I feel. A clean sheet for Coventry, though, would be big against their title chasing opponents in the top two. Matt Target. Here's Morris. McGree. And Matt Target. Hayden Hackney. Morris. Alan Brown. Not Alan Brown, sorry. Target across. No, Alan Brown went soft, didn't he? Yeah, sorry. Sarmiento then, well. Oh, I just think it'd be risky for Haji Wright to get that hat-trick as much as I don't want to see Middlesbrough getting beaten heavily. It'd be risky for Haji Wright to get the hat-trick, and there is a little bit of sad news for the Emirates FA Cup. Macclesfield have lost at home to Brentford. It finishes 1-0, but Brentford, I did warn you all that Brentford can be really, really good away from the cup. Killing off teams like Macclesfield. It's what Brentford are good at. Haji Wright should have had the hat-trick just fine. So yeah, sad day, but Macclesfield should take huge credit for how far they've got in the FA Cup. But again, you're coming up against an opposition where when it comes to them being away from home to teams exactly like Macclesfield, they just kill them, Brentford. Tommy Conway, referee was nearly in the raid there. Morris arriving on the scene. And the shot, it's a curler. And it's hit the post. And how close was that to a way back into the game for Borough? Oh. What a lovely strike. Had the curl on it as well. Oh. That was inches from going into the bottom corner. Had you not heard the post, hear the post crash, probably would have thought it was in the back of the net. That's a lovely knockdown by Target. And McGree had a go. Hagen and Hackney. It was who had the shot. Well, we'll have to wait and see. The thing that matters to me is that both of them come to the Premier League. But most certainly, this scoreline, this result, would be one in which that maybe can get Coventry back on form, which is what they need to do, and back to win this title. I think so, but most certainly the FA Cup has just gone a bit quiet with Macclesfield getting knocked out by Brentford, but what can you do? I think you beat Quarabag. Yeah, I've gone 2-0. Yeah. Not the Champions League that I'm focusing on Wednesday, though. We're focused on the Premier League on Wednesday on Realltom Football. Because Flicks and Hazard should be here to do Wolves Arsenal for you. I, though, will be in attendance for that game. Which can play... Don't know. Maybe Ronaldo up against, I don't know, Gyökeres. The second leg, you'll probably win both legs, I think, yeah. Should be an easy one for Newcastle. You won't see me on Wednesday. No, I'm at Molineux. Morris, chance. 2-1. Exactly what Middlesbrough needed. Smashed in by McGreen. And one back for Borough. And they have continued to be the more attacking side this second half. They got caught on the counter-attack. They conceded a second. They have one back. They need more on. And it is a goal on 67 minutes. So, yeah, 6-7. Up the Borough indeed. Up the Borough indeed. Can't wait to hopefully see these two sides in the Premier League next season. Josh Eccles and Romain Essa are on their way onto the pitch. Ephraim Mason-Clark and Rudoni are going off. For me, in the ground, Havertz scoring that goal against Chelsea. Oh, my word. That. Oh. Obviously, that Havertz goal. Oh, penalty. What are Borough doing? Giving away a penalty straight after scoring a goal. His arm's right out like that. It's a penalty. What is Matt Targett doing? Yeah, it's close proximity, but it's handball. It's a penalty. What are you doing? You're going to be in the Premier League next year. You'll have VAR to work with. Absolutely idiotic from Matt Targett, I must say. Yellow card's been given out. You'd imagine that this would be, if it is to be scored, the goal that will seal the game for Coventry. And Haji Wright has got the opportunity to take the match ball home with him. In a game of hugeness. It's Haji Wright. Do you doubt him? Stuttering up. And of course you don't. Goalkeeper went the right way. It snuck in though. And it's 3-1 to Coventry. And Frank Lampard's team back with a 2-goal advantage. But what was Matt Targett thinking with that handball? This potentially could be the securing of the championship title. There's a long way to go. It's only a 1-point gap. But it's big for these fans. It's big for Haji Wright. It's big for the CBS Arena. And it's big for Coventry City. And Haji Wright will be taking home the match ball. It's a Haji Wright hat trick on a potentially hard night. "20 minutes for Borough to respond. They need to find 2 goals again." That's a foul, though. Free kick it will be given. Yeah, foul on David Strellick. Yellow card for Captain Grimes. Favourite hobby? At the minute, I have to say I enjoy a good ride on the line bike. I'm not going to lie to you. I do enjoy taking those bikes around the city. Yeah, I mean, I don't train spot, but I mean, I'm invested in the railway, but where's Hereford? I don't know where Hereford is. Borderline, is he going to stay in? Yeah, he has. He's done well to keep that in. Gave the corner flag a bit of a battering on the way, but okay. Well, I'll be in the West Midlands, but in a bit more of a well-known area in the West Midlands, Wolverhampton, on Wednesday night. And former Brentford player Frank Onyeka making way. The Coventry to be replaced by Victor Torp. Middlesbrough front have to find another goal. Target and side netting. The ball across to Jeremy Sarmiento. Well, tomorrow, Tomorrow, Champions League action. Live on Prime, Benfica against Real Madrid should be entertainment indeed. Kickoff is at 8 o'clock, and I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. Well, they've won the ball in Coventry. Sakamoto. That's going to be a corner, isn't it? Essa. Yes, I'm aware. And it is for the redevelopment of Manchester Piccadilly train station. Manchester Piccadilly train station is receiving a revamp over that week. Yeah, you're right. Well, now. Oh, that's giving away cheaply. No foul on the edge of the box there, no. I don't use rail replacement buses, no. No. No rail replacement bus for me. All chance. Straight at Rushworth. Strellick's effort. I'm not affected by it, mate. I don't live in Manchester, but yeah. No, it's not a long trip for me at all. Agree. That's a good tackle on the edge of the box. Need some support. Nice dummy. And McGree got back. Nope. I'm all good. No, I'll have to change it Birmingham New Street to get to Wolverhampton. Me. That's all I have to do is just change it Birmingham New Street, so no issues there. Yeah, I'll definitely be stopping at the London and North Western pub on the trip home. If I've got time anyway, I don't know how long it takes to get between Wolverhampton and Birmingham. Kelly Sene on to replace Tommy Conway is the next Middlesbrough change. No, it's not about Brum, it's about Wolverhampton. I'll probably just spend a bit of time in Birmingham New Street Station, that's it. On the way back anyway, not on the way there. Frigging busy. So Ellis Sims on to replace Haji Wright. And Haji Wright is the man who's taking out the match ball tonight. Hat-trick for him. On a huge night for Coventry. A perfect striker's performance by Haji Wright. Yeah. No issues for me. No effect. Now, I don't go into London Euston that much anyway. Me. More often than not, I have to use London St Pancras, so... Quite lucky, really, that I get to use London St Pancras. Because Euston can be a nightmare. I found out about that when we played Sunderland. Never used Victoria or Paddington before. Never used them before yet. Or Waterloo. No, I've used St Pancras and Euston. I've been in King's Cross several times, though. Like, I don't use King's Cross, but King's Cross being right next to St Pancras, you can use its amenities. Yeah, I much prefer to use St Pancras or King's Cross, really, as opposed to Euston. Don't like Euston. Just not a very nice train station, Euston, at all. Yeah, that's a bit of a local one, isn't it? Middlesbrough still searching. McGree. Hayden Hackney. McGree looking for his second goal. Straight at Rushworth. Got down well. Paddington is largely GWR. Yeah, I don't think that there's any other operators really other than the Lizzie line. Yeah, well, Bristol's main rivals are Bristol Rovers, obviously, but yeah. Never been to Bristol. Like to visit it. Quite a lot. I do go through Bristol Temple Meads, obviously. Every time I want to go to Paignton or the Southwest, I have to go through. I pass through Bristol Temple Meads, so. However, I've not done that route this year. I have done twice, though, the Bournemouth line, which mainly consists of calling points of Birmingham New Street. Beyond Birmingham New Street, you get to go places like Banbury, Oxford, Reading, Coventry. Didn't realise that game was on tonight. Thank you, Fraser, for that day. Girona 2, Barca 1. Wow. All right, yeah. Yeah, it can be a diversion if needed to go via Reading to get into London. It is the long way around, though. For example, if you were in Leamington Spa, for instance, and Chiltern Railways were having issues, then that could be an alternative way to get into London for you. Because normally Chiltern go to London Marylebone, but obviously, of course, yeah, you do get the Bournemouth services going through Leamington Spa. So if you're in Leamington Spa, that is an alternative way to get into London. I do. I do. I'm just not. Yeah. I do like my cross country voyages. Oh, Sen. Nearly. Oh, they look beautiful. They look beautiful. Oh, yeah. They're all sat. Well, three of them are sat there at the minute. Alston, Lichchurch Lane. Beautiful. What a refurb. No, them Voyagers looking so good. Fair play to Alston. Fair play to Alston for that. They look like brand new trains. Here come Borough for one more maybe attack to try and get back into the game. Header. It's poor. I don't use Piccadilly, none. I'm not even talking about Piccadilly now at the minute. I'm talking about Alston and the revamp of the Voyagers. That's the big railway headlines. Last Tuesday, first one got unveiled. What a beauty. I have to say, cross country, fair play. Morrisol. Bobby Thomas in the way, and 6 more minutes to play at the CBS Arena. 6 added minutes. Surely not. Could Middlesbrough get back into this, eh? They need 2 goals. Yeah, of course, Jeff Marshall. Yeah. Don't know if you've seen that G Loves Trains, have you? The one who lives in Wigan. The one who lives in Wigan. She's also a vegan. Yeah, the one downside is the when she's reviewing first classes, the vegan, because obviously. Yeah, she's most certainly good. Yeah. I can't remember when I sub, but I know she does a video every Tuesday. You want me to come and meet with G? Probably won't happen, mate. I'll get her to do the Manch Pick Bournemouth route, perhaps, all the way down. That could be one she could do. At the minute, though, that service is suspended because of the Piccadilly closure. And that service will be running only from Nottingham for the time being. So there will be over the course of the Piccadilly period of revamp, all Bournemouth services by cross country will be operating from Nottingham. You don't think I don't know where the blooming depot is, do you not? Alston Church Lane, mate. It's where they are. There's a fence where you can jump, where you can look and see. That's the name of the place, Alston Church Lane. It's in Derby. That's where they're getting done, Derby. Same place where the Greatest Gathering happened as well. Well, this in a minute. It's going to end a run of 6 straight wins in the EFL Championship for Borough. It's a hard one to take, but that's the way title races go. And unfortunately, when you don't defend well, you do concede goals. And Haji Wright has been on his A game, and he will be taking on the match ball deservingly. Final chance maybe for Middlesbrough to get some daylight and another goal back. Sims is going to try and nudge Ayling off the ball to get on a fourth, but the fans are desperate for the referee close full-time whistle. Out of play, and surely that will invite the full-time whistle in a minute. The CBS Arena ready to erupt. And they're at it. We are top of the league. We are top of the league. There you go. And it's all over. It's a sucker punch for Borough. But it's Coventry who have come out tonight after some dodgy form and beaten their promotion-chasing, title-chasing rivals to reclaim top spot. And only by a point. But Coventry back to the top of the EFL Championship. Final score, Coventry 3, Borough 1. And a real sucker punch as Borough's 3-game unbeaten streak is ended. And let's have a look at the next games for these two teams. Coming up then in the EFL Championship on Saturday is when the next games are happening. And you have got a big game for Hull at home to Queen's Park Rangers. Coventry will be at home to will be away to West Bromwich Albion. A home game at the Riverside for Middlesbrough against Oxford United. And we will be here to analyse it all on Saturday. We'll find out who wins what. And the final score, though, 3-1 to Coventry tonight. And Coventry back to the top of the EFL Championship. We can't wait for both of these two teams to reach the Premier League, but only one can win the title. Bye-bye.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I need you to hear and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight, yeah. We are heroes tonight. from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.